Hi guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 5B. Dogs are hanging out behind me because we got a big project today. So I kind of mentioned that I had a little something special going on this year that's possibly gonna span for the next couple of years. So here's the deal. You see that spot like right there? It's got the little white fences on it. I volunteered part of my garden for a soil study for the next 3 years. The local university here put out a call for any gardeners in the state of Nebraska to enter this study for soil rejuvenation practices, and they wanted to see how different things affected the soil. So there's no-till, there's cover crops, there's biochar, and there's compost. I volunteered that 100 square feet of my garden to be part of the study. I was put in the no-till cover crop compost group, so that is what we are going to do today. I'm going to remove all of the mulch from that area. I'm going to put compost down, and then I have the seed cover mix, and it's a mixture of cowpeas, of oats, and buckwheat. So I'm going to let that grow for about 7 weeks or so about mid-June, end of June. I'm gonna cut that down. I've got some fabric that I'm gonna lay over top of it, and that's going to be my squash garden area. So I'll probably start some of my squash in pots, so my pumpkins and some zucchinis, that is actually part of the study as well, in pots so that they can grow out for about a month before I can actually plant them in the ground. So about mid-May, I'll start pots outside with the squashes in it as those cover crops are growing. And then, like I said, we'll kill them, we'll cover them, and then we'll plant the squash. But that is the big goal today. I haven't decided if I'm gonna plant corn or not. Today would be the day to plant corn. Still deciding. I might plant corn. I do have some potatoes that I also want to get in the ground. These are Magic Molly from Johnny's. Sorry, I'm holding the seeds. These are some purple potatoes that I really like to grow. So in some of the places where the garlic didn't come up, I'm gonna put potatoes in. I think that is all that I'm going to do today. We just had 20-degree weather last night. It looks like everything out here did fairly well, and I don't think we're gonna have any more deep freezes for the rest of the spring season. So this is the time to do the things. We're gonna do the things. So I'm here over top of what was supposed to be a garlic bed. I've got a cute little dandelion over here. I'll show it to you after I get all this in. But I'm gonna get my potato shoved in here instead, which apparently are already growing eyes, so I need to get them in the ground now. Normally I would cut these and let them scab over, but I'm so behind the game right now that I'm just going to bury these whole. So I'm gonna put some biotone down in the holes as I bury the potatoes, and then I'm gonna get them covered back up, and then I'm gonna water everything in. I've decided that I am gonna do some corn, but I'm actually gonna do it in the compost pile. So here's the thing, I don't actually want corn this year, but I do like decorating with corn stalks. So I don't need to plant a lot of corn, I just need a few stalks. And where I usually pile all of my leavings in my compost, it's got an incline, and I'm a little worried about erosion, so I figure if I get some corn on that hillside, those roots will keep that all from washing down. So I think I'm gonna plant in my compost pile. That's fine though. But I'm gonna get these potatoes in, and then I'm going to go get some corn seed, and I think that'll be the day. So here is the compost area I was telling you about. I got my compost bins right here, and I usually stack tomato leavings and all that kind of stuff before I put them in our compost trash right here. And then I've had a lot of things growing back here last year that reseeded themselves. Like I had a lot of cherry tomatoes that were just growing here, and I just let them grow. So as you can see, it's killed back the grass a lot. And over here, we actually have lettuce and some radishes that are just free-ranging. So I am going to add some corn right here so that we don't necessarily completely lose this hill to wash out. So as you can see, we've already got some, because we got the drain pipe right there, and so I want to prevent a little bit of that, and I think the corn will help, and then I don't have to necessarily dig out the stalks, because at some point we want to put a shed here. So what I do now won't necessarily affect the long term. But the corn that I'm looking at is I've got some mini pink, some strawberry, and some mini blue. All of these are kind of popcorn-esque corn, and I don't know where I'm going to be able to set you without you guys falling over as I do this. But here we go. So that was all I was going to do in the garden today. I still have the hose out because I'm gonna water everything in, since we decided to hook up the hose to make it easier to water that plot. We shouldn't get any more really hard freezes, but if we do, we can always just disconnect the hose and put it back in the garage. But that is it for today. Of course, I will keep you updated on how that test plot goes. I will probably do pictures on my Instagram account, so if you want to follow me over there for more frequent updates. I also sent in that soil for a soil test. So as soon as I get the information back on what my soil is like, I will definitely let you guys know as well, because I find some of that stuff super interesting. Each year they're gonna have us do another soil test just to see how things are changing and developing and all that kind of stuff. With that being said, if you want to follow me on my gardening journey, we are about 3 or 4 weeks until I start getting tomatoes and peppers in the ground. Subscribe down below, hit the bell, do all the things to get all of the notifications. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you back again next time. And I heart to beautiful faces. Bye.